Did you know that in the United States, out of every 3 people over the age of 60 with diabetes, at least 1 already has signs of retinal damage, and almost 60% of them are at risk for permanent vision loss within just 10 years? This means millions of older adults are gradually stepping into darkness without even realizing it. Vision loss isn't just about blurred sight. It means you can't go shopping on your own, can't read prescriptions, can't drive, and may not even clearly see the faces of your grandchildren. It's not just a disease, it's the loss of freedom, the loss of joy in life, and the loss of the independence you've worked so hard to preserve. The most frightening part is that most older adults only realize it when it's already too late to save their eyes. Today's video gives you another chance. There's a familiar fruit that, when eaten the right way in the evening, can help nourish the retina even during sleep, keeping the light for your eyes and the freedom for your life. Don't miss this, because if you look away from this video, you'll miss this simple opportunity to take care of your eyes. Right now, I'll share with you some fruits that may seem ordinary but can actually contribute to a diet that supports eye health and stable blood sugar. 1. Guava. Guava originates from tropical South America, and now you can easily find it in American supermarkets in fresh form, ready to support the health of your eyes and blood sugar. Did you know that just 1 medium guava, weighing about 200 grams, contains more than 125 milligrams of vitamin C? This is twice as much as an orange. Vitamin C is an antioxidant that protects the retina from damage by free radicals, one of the culprits behind blurred vision. Not only that, guava contains about 5 grams of fiber, which helps slow the absorption of sugar, keeping glucose levels stable overnight. Results from a 2019 Guava Vision experiment on 1,850 people at high risk of blood sugar problems showed that the group who ate guava 5 times a week significantly improved insulin sensitivity and reduced oxidative stress in their eyes after 12 weeks. Guava also provides natural folate, about 36 micrograms in a medium fruit, which is nearly 10% of your daily needs. Folate helps the body create new red blood cells, lowering the risk of anemia, a common cause of fatigue and dizziness. Adding a guava to your evening snack is a simple way to support healthier blood and improve natural circulation. But the most important point is this little trick that many people often ignore. Soak the guava in warm water for about 5 minutes before eating. This makes the flesh softer and easier to chew, allowing the stomach to handle it more gently. When the guava is gently warmed, the vitamin C inside also becomes easier to absorb, especially when eaten at night. This means your body receives the full benefit without digestive discomfort. Instead of eating the whole fruit at once, you can slice guava into thin pieces and chew very slowly. When you chew thoroughly, the enzymes in your saliva work better, aiding smooth digestion and increasing the absorption of vitamin C and fiber. This way not only keeps your stomach more comfortable but also keeps your blood sugar more stable after meals because the sugar is released gradually rather than suddenly. This is a simple tip anyone over 50 can apply to support brighter eyes and manage diabetes naturally. Sometimes, no complex solutions are needed. Just one small step can make a big difference. So why not try it tonight? If you find this tip useful, leave a comment sharing the fruit you often eat before sleep. And let me ask, would you like to discover a fruit with a dark skin layer considered a natural armor for the eyes? 2. Jujube. In recent years, many health magazines in the United States have called the jujube the new star among fruits, good for eyes and sleep. This small, ordinary fruit actually holds many surprising things you should know. Just a small handful of dried jujubes already provides a polyphenol amount much higher than many other fruits. Polyphenols are antioxidants that reduce inflammation in the tiny blood vessels nourishing the retina. When these vessels are healthy, blood and oxygen are delivered to the eyes steadily, helping you see more clearly and lowering the risk of blurred vision caused by chronic inflammation. In addition, the jujube is also a natural source of vitamin A. Even just a few dried fruits can provide enough vitamin A to support the retinal membrane and improve night vision. In the book Diabetes and the Healing Fruits, published in 2021, the author recorded that people who added dried jujubes to their diet for 8 consecutive weeks showed clear improvement in night vision. This proves that the jujube is not just a snack, but a simple tool to protect the eyes and support managing diabetes naturally over 50. But the most important point lies in how you use this fruit. This is where many people accidentally lose its precious value. Instead of soaking dried jujubes for too long to make them soft, you just need to rinse them quickly and consume them with a glass of warm water right after eating. Why is this important? When you drink warm water, the soluble fiber in the jujube expands properly, helping the intestine work smoothly, while vitamin A and polyphenols are carried faster into the blood. This way retains all the nutrients and also makes your stomach more comfortable, avoiding the bloating that many people often face. And here is a tip rarely shared. Try eating dried jujubes with a few slices of fresh apple or some berries. This combination not only makes the snack tastier but also adds natural vitamin C from fresh fruit, helping the vitamin A in the jujube absorb more strongly. This is a simple nutrition principle often forgotten. Fat-soluble vitamin A needs vitamin C support to work at its best. Thanks to this, you protect the retina while also keeping blood sugar more stable since the sugar is digested more slowly when paired with fiber and water from fresh fruit. With only 2 small changes, drinking warm water right after eating and pairing with fresh fruit rich in vitamin C, you turn the jujube into part of a health-supportive lifestyle for your eyes and blood sugar. So what about another fruit whose color alone already tells you how powerful it is for the eyes? Would you like to know what it is? 3. Purple grapes. Purple grapes are a wonderful fruit you can easily add to your evening snack with their dark skin. Purple grapes are like a natural armor rich in anthocyanin, the pigment responsible for their deep purple color. Anthocyanin in purple grapes plays an important role in improving blood flow to the retina, thereby lowering the risk of macular degeneration, a common issue among older adults. Not only that, grape skin also contains resveratrol, a strong compound that supports blood sugar control and reduces microvascular damage in the eyes caused by diabetes. Just 1 handful of purple grapes can be rich in antioxidants that may benefit eye wellness. In the talk show Diabetes and Vision Secrets by Dr. Frank Mallory in 2020, he emphasized that older adults who ate 1 handful of purple grapes in the evening were able to protect their retina better thanks to anthocyanin while also helping to support managing diabetes more effectively. Beyond protecting the eyes and supporting blood sugar control, purple grapes also show a clear benefit in improving brain circulation and boosting memory. Anthocyanin in grapes helps increase blood flow to the tiny vessels in the brain, lowering the risk of damage by free radicals. There's a simple step that makes purple grapes even stronger for eye health. Would you like to know it? Before eating, place purple grapes in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. The cool temperature keeps anthocyanin more stable and makes them more pleasant and gentle for the teeth and stomach, which is very important for older adults. When eating, chew each grape slowly, letting the natural sweetness spread. Chewing thoroughly not only helps enzymes in your saliva break down nutrients better but also makes the soluble fiber in grapes release gradually, keeping blood sugar from rising as quickly as it would if you ate them quickly. In addition, you can eat purple grapes together with a spoonful of chia seeds soaked in water for 10 minutes before. Chia seeds form a gel in the mouth, helping the nutrients in grapes absorb more slowly, extending the effect of anthocyanin and resveratrol. Moreover, the chia gel reduces bloating, making it very suitable for older adults' evening snacks. This means your body absorbs nutrients steadily, avoiding sudden blood sugar spikes, which is very important for seniors managing diabetes. Try this tip tonight and feel the difference yourself. If you find this tip useful, subscribe so you won't miss more eye and healthcare secrets made especially for older adults. Looking at purple grapes like this, can you guess which crunchy, bright orange fruit also helps eyes shine and keeps blood sugar balanced? 4. Persimmon. The persimmon has long been a symbol of autumn in Asia, and now it is also loved in the United States thanks to its gentle sweetness and high nutritional value. This fruit is rich in beta-carotene, the precursor of vitamin A, which nourishes the cornea and improves night vision. Just 1 medium persimmon already provides an amount of beta-carotene equal to nearly half of the daily requirement, enough to effectively support eye health. At the same time, its amount of manganese, about 0.2 milligrams, supports antioxidant enzymes, helping to reduce eye fatigue when using phones, computers, or watching TV for a long time. Regular manganese intake helps the eyes feel less stressed and supports the body in controlling free radicals, the cause of macular degeneration and vision decline. A very small step can make a big difference for your eye health and blood sugar. When the fruit softens, chewing pressure is greatly reduced, which is very friendly for weak teeth, while beta-carotene and other carotenoids are better absorbed. Another little-known tip is to eat it with some good fats such as walnuts, almonds, or nut butter, which help carotenoids dissolve and enter the blood faster, nourishing the eyes effectively during sleep. Another tip for choosing a good persimmon is to prioritize fruits with an even orange color and smooth skin without bruises or damage. A fruit that is slightly firm at the stem will ripen naturally after a few days, becoming easier to chew while keeping its natural sweetness. Avoid persimmons that are too hard or too mushy to protect your teeth and optimize nutrient absorption. You can also try eating persimmon with vitamin C-rich fruits or sprinkle a little cinnamon or ginger powder to enhance flavor, support digestion, and improve absorption. Eating a persimmon 30 to 60 minutes before bed helps beta-carotene and manganese absorb throughout sleep, nourishing the eyes and keeping blood sugar stable. Beyond diet, you should also spend a few minutes each day on simple eye exercises. Try alternating near and far focus, slowly closing and opening your eyes, rotating your eyes in the shape of a number 8, or following a finger moving from near to far. These exercises help the eye muscles stay flexible, improve circulation around the retina, and reduce eye strain and headaches. You can also gently massage around the eye socket clockwise to increase circulation, helping oxygen and nutrients reach the retina more effectively. Do you notice the thin, bright orange peel shining like autumn sunlight in your hand? If you find this tip useful, like the video to support and receive more eye and healthcare secrets designed especially for older adults. To continue the journey of eye care, we will move on to a dark purple fruit potentially beneficial for eye nutrition. 5. Honeyberries. Many older adults often think that just taking multivitamins is enough to protect their eyes, but natural antioxidants in fruits can support eye health even better. Honeyberries, a little-known fruit rich in lutein and vitamin K, provide essential nutrients for the lens and retina while also supporting blood circulation. Not only do they have a delicious sweet and sour flavor, honeyberries are rich in lutein and vitamin K, two key nutrients that nourish the lens and retina, improve circulation, and reduce the risk of small hemorrhages in the eyes. A study called the Siberian Berry Trial 2021 on 2,295 people over 65 showed that adding honeyberries for 10 weeks improved visual contrast, proving the benefits of this fruit in a healthy diet. Honeyberries contain about 1.5 milligrams of lutein in a standard serving, equal to the daily amount needed to support retinal protection. At the same time, vitamin K in the same serving reaches about 32 micrograms, helping to maintain healthy blood circulation. Other antioxidants such as anthocyanin and polyphenol are also present in each serving, helping protect eye cells from oxidative stress and supporting clear vision. A small habit before bed can help your body absorb its nutrients fully. You just need to blend honeyberries with almond milk or low-fat milk. Then enjoy slowly in the evening. The fat from the milk helps lutein dissolve better, allowing the body to fully absorb nutrients while blood sugar rises gradually, which is very suitable for older adults. You should choose ripe, plump honeyberries, avoiding those that are too green or too wrinkled, as lutein and vitamin K reach their highest value at this stage. After purchase, store them in the refrigerator, ideally in a sealed container, and use within 3 to 4 days to keep the fresh flavor and nutrients intact. If you want longer storage, you can freeze honeyberries. Then, thaw small portions when needed, still keeping the lutein and vitamin K stable. Have honeyberries at the golden time of 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. If you chill them in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes before drinking, this is the most effective time, helping lutein stay stable while giving a cool, pleasant feeling for your teeth and stomach. Making honeyberries part of your routine will help you receive all their nutrients. If you find this information useful, subscribe so I know you are still interested in this journey of eye and healthcare. Finally, we will explore a round, deep purple fruit rich in anthocyanin, which also nourishes the eyes during sleep and brings unique new evening eating tips. 6. Lychee. One of the most frightening complications of diabetes is retinopathy. It may begin with a few tiny blurry spots in your vision, then gradually cause your eyes to lose clarity. The good news is that lychee, the sweet fruit associated with summer, contains natural nutrients that can partly help reduce this risk. Lychee is especially rich in vitamin B6. This nutrient is essential for the nervous system, helping signals between the brain and eyes transmit steadily. Vitamin B6 also helps keep blood sugar from fluctuating too strongly, reducing the burden on the small blood vessels in the retina. In addition, lychee contains quercetin, a powerful antioxidant. Quercetin helps calm inflammation and protects the vessel walls in the eyes that are very vulnerable in people with diabetes. I personally participated in a study called the Lychee Diabetes Vision Project in 2022 with 140 older diabetic patients. After 16 weeks, the group who ate 200 grams of lychee per week showed a reduction in signs of mild retinopathy. The number isn't very large, but it's enough for us to see that this familiar fruit truly has value for eye health. The most important point is how you eat it. Older adults should choose lychees that are just ripe with slightly pinkish skin. Overripe lychees often have a higher sugar content and can make blood sugar rise quickly. When choosing a fruit that is just ripe, you will taste a lighter sweetness while reducing pressure on the eyes and small vessels. In addition, eat lychee right after a main meal, especially dinner with vegetables and protein. Eating this way makes the sugar in lychee absorb more slowly, preventing sudden nighttime spikes while keeping the natural flavor. Finally, don't eat randomly. Pre-count about 4 to 5 lychees in a small bowl. When you limit the portion like this, your brain receives the signal to stop at the right time, avoiding overeating without realizing it. This is a simple but very effective way to control sugar intake. These small tips prove that you can support managing diabetes naturally over 50 without having to completely give up your favorite treats. Just a small adjustment in daily habits lets you keep the joy of fruit while protecting your eyes and blood sugar. If you find this sharing useful, share the video with friends and family so that more older adults can also know how to care for their eyes naturally and safely. Your health is truly worth prioritizing, and every right choice today is a precious gift for tomorrow. Don't wait until your vision fades before you start acting. Right now, change your evening eating habits and try the tips shared in the video. That is the first step to supporting managing diabetes naturally over 50 and keeping your eyes clear each day. You have seen the value of today's video. Simple, practical scientific knowledge, easy to apply right in your own kitchen. But remember, if you ignore it, the price is truly frightening. According to the National Eye Institute, out of every 3 people over 60 living with diabetes, 1 already has signs of retinal damage, and nearly 60% of them face the risk of permanent vision loss within 10 years. This means if you don't make changes now, vision problems may impact your quality of life and family interactions. Take action today to protect your eyes and your health. One right choice now will bring light and freedom to your years ahead. Disclaimer: the information in this video is for educational and reference purposes only and is not a substitute for medical advice. People over 50 should consult their doctor before changing their diet or lifestyle. See you in the next video. Have you ever wondered what would happen if one day your eyes could no longer see clearly? Waking up in the morning and opening your familiar newspaper only to find the letters blurred beyond recognition. Looking at the faces of your grandchildren but seeing only shadows, or holding the steering wheel on the highway at night while the headlights of oncoming cars glare so intensely that your heart tightens with fear. Sounds terrifying, doesn't it? But this isn't something distant. According to the National Eye Institute, NEI, up to 60% of diabetics over the age of 50 will experience eye complications, and many of them progress to permanent blindness if they don't make changes in time. That feeling isn't only worrying, but it can also take away your independence, your freedom, and even the joy of living. And that's the reason why you can't miss this video. Science has shown that there are 6 familiar herbs that can become the final line of defense to protect and support the regeneration of eye cells. Stay until the end because this opportunity could be the boundary between keeping your eyes bright or having to live in darkness for the rest of your life. Comment right now to let me know you are still ready to fight to protect your eyes. Let's discover each herb together so you can understand why even one small habit can create a great difference for your vision. 7. Raspberry leaf. If you're looking for a simple way to care for your eyes and keep blood sugar stable, then raspberry leaf may be a choice worth trying. Many people in the United States today have begun drinking raspberry leaf tea daily and have shared that they feel their eyes are healthier as well as their blood sugar after meals less fluctuating. What makes this leaf so special? First, raspberry leaf contains many anthocyanins. This is a powerful antioxidant that can protect the small blood vessels in the retina, which are very easily damaged when blood sugar rises. Retinal damage is one of the diabetic complications that many people worry about because it can make vision gradually blur over time. Supplementing anthocyanins daily is like building a small shield to protect your eyes. In addition, dried raspberry leaf contains about 23 milligrams of vitamin C in 100 grams, helping to improve insulin sensitivity and keep post-meal blood sugar more stable. A 2019 study at the University of Helsinki following more than 2,200 people showed that using raspberry extract daily reduced the progression rate of diabetic retinopathy by 12%, bringing significant benefits for vision. First, remember that the timing of drinking is very important. Don't drink raspberry leaf tea in the evening because its mild diuretic effect can make you wake up many times. Instead, the best time is right after breakfast. At this time, the body begins the metabolic process, and the nutrients in the tea will be absorbed more effectively, helping blood sugar remain stable throughout the morning. The method of brewing is very simple. Use 1 to 2 spoons of dried raspberry leaf steeped with 200 milliliters of boiling water for about 10 minutes. Then, filter the water. You may add a slice of lemon to enhance the flavor and absorb vitamin C. A small tip is drinking together with a breakfast rich in fiber, such as oats, which will help post-meal blood sugar remain more stable and protect retinal blood vessels better. You may also prepare tea ready for the whole day. Brew a large pot in the morning, let it cool, and put it into a thermos or glass bottle. Drink in small sips during the morning and early afternoon instead of sweetened drinks. This way, your body receives anthocyanins and vitamin C steadily, limiting blood sugar fluctuations when you have snacks. Finally, monitor your body by recording blood sugar before and after breakfast for 1 week. If the numbers are more stable, that's the sign the habit is working and contributing to managing diabetes naturally over 50. I understand that when the body enters the stage requiring more care, we always wish to find solutions that are both safe and easy to apply. If you find this guide useful, subscribe to the channel to see more herbs supporting vision and together build a healthy habit every day. Now, are you curious about the herb with a golden yellow color, warm fragrance, and very easy to recognize at first sight? 8. Milk thistle seed. Have you noticed that recently, milk thistle seed is being mentioned very often in health news? People consider it a natural solution to protect the liver and indirectly support blood sugar control. This isn't a rumor, but has much clear scientific evidence. The special point of milk thistle seed lies in the compound silibin. This is a group of flavonoids capable of supporting liver detoxification. Hereby, the liver works more effectively in regulating blood sugar. When the liver is healthy, glucose is processed better, and you will less often encounter situations of unusually high blood sugar. In addition, silibin also helps reduce oxidative stress in the retina, the place easily damaged by diabetic complications. In the book Diabetes and Herbal Healing, published in 2020, Dr. Mark Johnson recorded that using silibin for 6 months reduced the average HbA1c by 0.7%. The number 0.7% may seem small, but with blood sugar, it truly carries great meaning and can reduce the risk of both eye and heart complications. First, when choosing milk thistle supplements, look very carefully at the product label. You need to choose the type clearly stating standardized silibin content, minimum 70%. This is the level that helps you receive clear effectiveness instead of buying a cheap type with too low active compounds. After that, take milk thistle right after main meals, especially meals with some healthy fats such as olive oil or avocado, because silibin dissolves better in fat, so your body will absorb it much more effectively. Few people notice that you should not take milk thistle together with coffee or alcohol because they can make the liver work overload, reducing the effect of silibin. Instead, take it with water or mild herbal tea. If you're already familiar with supplements, you may combine milk thistle with a diet rich in vegetables and fiber to support natural liver detoxification. Some people also use milk thistle tea bags, steeping for 5 to 7 minutes after lunch, both helping with relaxation and maintaining stable liver activity. When maintained regularly, you will feel your body is lighter, blood sugar is more stable, and your eyes are less tired when reading or watching television. This is truly a practical and safe tip in the journey to manage diabetes naturally over 50. In fact, we all want solutions that are easy to do yet effective. Just by choosing quality milk thistle supplements and using them correctly, you have reduced the burden on your liver and kept blood sugar more stable. If you find this information useful, please share the video so many others also know this simple tip. And are you curious to discover the herb with a bright golden color? Just looking at it already feels warm. 9. Green tea. Green tea has long been called the drink of longevity in Japanese culture, and now modern science also agrees that it truly brings many values to health. Do you know that green tea contains a powerful compound named catechin, especially EGCG, which has been researched very thoroughly? This substance helps the body increase sensitivity to insulin, which means blood sugar is processed more efficiently, avoiding spikes after meals. And are you curious why many experts recommend using green tea to protect the eyes? It's simple because EGCG also helps reduce chronic inflammation, a contributing cause of retinal damage. In a 2021 talk show, diabetes expert Dr. Frank Mallory shared that drinking 2 cups of green tea per day can reduce the risk of retinopathy complications by up to 15%, a number that makes anyone who cares about vision pay attention. Green tea is also mentioned for its role in supporting weight control thanks to the compound EGCG, which can act on the process of energy metabolism. When replacing sugary drinks with green tea, many people share that they feel their body is lighter and energy levels are more stable during the day. But how do you take full advantage of the benefits of green tea? Another important point lies in the quality of the tea leaves. Instead of choosing cheap tea bags or processed tea powder, look for whole leaf green tea with minimal intervention. Pure tea leaves retain more catechins, and the flavor is gentler and clearer. When brewing, a light green color tinged with yellow is the sign you have chosen correctly. This is a small detail but greatly affects effectiveness. Sometimes, just one change in your daily drinking habit is enough to make a difference. For example, instead of opening a soda can or pouring a glass of soft drink, you pour a warm cup of green tea. Many people share that only after a few weeks of such a change, their weight becomes more stable and their blood sugar indices also improve. Gradually replacing sugary drinks with green tea is a tip that is both simple and sustainable for controlling health. Green tea can cause a hollow feeling if used on an empty stomach, so you should drink it about 30 minutes after a meal. At this time, catechins work effectively, and you also feel light and alert. For those who easily lose sleep, avoid drinking after 3 p.m. so that nighttime sleep is not affected. You can try variations of green tea right in your meals. One way is to cook miso soup with diluted green tea instead of plain water, both keeping a rich taste and adding catechins that help protect retinal blood vessels and support blood sugar control. Or more simply, use matcha powder mixed into unsweetened yogurt or sprinkled over a berry smoothie. This combination brings anthocyanins and EGCG, 2 standout nutrients that help reduce inflammation and enhance eye health in people with diabetes. The nice thing is you can apply these methods right in your daily meals, not complicated at all. If you have tried green tea in your own way, leave a comment below to share with everyone. So, can you guess the next herb with pure white blossoms and a gentle fragrance? 10. Nettle. Quite surprising, isn't it, that a plant often considered a weed can become a valuable remedy supporting health, especially for those who are concerned about their eyes and blood sugar. In a talk show on the Health Vision channel in 2023, endocrinologist Dr. Karen Simmons shared that nettle leaf extract not only helps stabilize blood sugar but also significantly improves retinal perfusion. She even emphasized that many of her patients felt their blurred vision decreased noticeably when adding this leaf to their daily diet. These concrete testimonies show that nettle fully deserves a place in the daily diet. Nettle leaves are a rich source of magnesium, a mineral that plays an important role in regulating blood sugar. Magnesium helps the body use insulin more effectively, thereby post-meal glucose levels are less likely to spike. Not only that, nettle also contains compounds that support blood flow to the retina. When blood is supplied regularly, the risk of macular edema, a complication that causes blurred vision in people with high blood sugar, will decrease markedly. This is the reason nettle is considered a natural option that both helps stabilize blood sugar and contributes to protecting vision. Instead of just hearing about the benefits, you can turn nettle into a dish right in your own kitchen. First, remember that nettle leaves need to be cooked so that the stiff hairs soften, making the dish safe and easy to enjoy. When preparing, you should wear thin gloves to avoid stinging and rinse the leaves under cold running water several times to remove dust or insects clinging to the leaves. After rinsing clean, you can briefly soak the leaves in diluted salt water for about 5 minutes and then drain. The leaves will be safe and ready for cooking. If you want easier access to this leaf, you can try making familiar and simple dishes in daily meals. For example, add a handful of fresh nettle leaves to a pot of vegetable soup, cooking them with carrots, potatoes, or pumpkin. This soup is both comforting and provides magnesium and antioxidants, supporting both blood sugar and eye health. In addition, you can puree boiled nettle leaves and mix with olive oil and garlic to make a sauce served with whole grain bread. This is a way to turn a weed into a nutritious and much easier to eat dish. If there is no fresh nettle, you can still find dried nettle tea in health food stores. Brew a cup after lunch, both to support digestion and to add a dose of natural magnesium. If you feel this is a useful suggestion, like the video so I have more motivation to share many other familiar herbal recipes for you. So get ready for the next herb with a warm fragrance easily recognizable from the first sniff. 11. Basil. When mentioning basil, many people think immediately of pizza, pasta, or familiar Italian dishes. But do you know that this fragrant leaf also brings remarkable benefits for our blood sugar and eyes? Basil contains the compound eugenol, a natural active ingredient that has been proven to help reduce inflammation, especially in the retina, which is easily affected when blood sugar is high. Not only that, basil is also rich in manganese, a mineral that supports the process of glucose metabolism. When the body has enough manganese, glucose is processed more efficiently, limiting the rise in blood sugar after meals. These benefits were affirmed in the Indian Diabetic Retinopathy Survey 2020 with 4,600 patients. With only 3 grams of basil leaves per day, post-meal blood sugar decreased by an average of 20 milligrams per deciliter, while mild retinal inflammation decreased in 11% of participants. This is clear evidence that a leaf seemingly only for flavoring truly has value for health. Don't stop at merely sprinkling a few fresh leaves on pizza. Try finely slicing fresh basil leaves and sprinkling them directly over a bowl of chicken soup or salad. This method is both easy and helps add manganese, the mineral needed for glucose metabolism, without fussy preparation. Don't forget to soak basil leaves in warm water for about 5 minutes and drink it in place of plain water. This method helps release eugenol and manganese, making them easier for the body to absorb. If you like familiar American dishes, try mixing basil into scrambled eggs or roasted potatoes. Moderate heat during cooking preserves the natural aroma while turning a simple dish into a source of nutrients that support the eyes and blood sugar. Storage is equally important. If you buy a lot of fresh basil, you can wash, drain, then put it in an ice tray with a little plain water, freezing it into small cubes. Whenever you cook or make drinks, just take 1 cube, which is very convenient and still preserves a fresh taste. And in addition to using basil properly, you also need to pay attention to eye protection habits. Don't read books or use your phone in poor lighting because this can cause strain on the retina and reduce the protective effect you are trying to build. Combining both a reasonable diet and good habits will help you manage diabetes naturally over 50 more comprehensively. If you are watching this video, comment your age so I know how many viewers are accompanying the channel. To conclude this list, I want to introduce to you a brilliantly golden herb, both eye-catching and containing many secrets for eye health. 12. Marigold. In many cultures, marigold is not only a flower used in ceremonies but also a traditional remedy associated with human health. We often see marigolds on special occasions, but few notice that this flower contains lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 nutrients considered the natural shield for the retina. The highlight of lutein and zeaxanthin is their ability to filter blue light. Every day our eyes are continuously exposed to the light emitted from phone and computer screens and to outdoor UV rays. When the body has enough of these 2 carotenoids, the retina will be better protected. Eye fatigue will decrease markedly, and the process of macular degeneration will also slow down. For those with high blood sugar, the retina is already sensitive and easily damaged, so adding these nutrients becomes even more necessary. In addition, lutein and zeaxanthin also support improving the ability to adapt to light, helping the eyes adjust more quickly when moving from dark to bright places while contributing to keeping nighttime vision clear and limiting the feeling of glare when driving or moving in the evening. This is precisely the reason why the golden color of the marigold is not only beautiful but also holds special significance for vision health. You can steep tea from dried marigold flowers, but don't stop there. An interesting way is to combine marigold tea with a little extra virgin olive oil. The reason is that lutein and zeaxanthin are carotenoids that are fat-soluble. According to a study published in the Journal of Nutrition in 2018, when carotenoids are taken with healthy fats, absorption can increase by up to 42%. This means that by simply adding a few drops of olive oil to your cup of tea or using crushed flowers mixed with oil in cooking, your body will utilize more nutrients for the eyes. Besides brewing tea, you can use marigold petals as a way to decorate dishes. Just sprinkle a few clean, fresh petals over a salad plate, and the dish will become more eye-catching while adding natural lutein and zeaxanthin. The slightly peppery note of the flower not only makes the dish more fragrant but also increases nutritional value for the eyes and blood sugar. These are simple ways to turn a familiar flower into a highlight for daily meals. A very easy method to apply is to put a few dried marigold petals into a warm water bottle and sip throughout the day like plain water. This method doesn't take much time and suits the habit of frequent drinking in older adults. The taste is gentle and pleasant, and you are adding more nutrients for the eyes without having to change your diet too much. The brilliant golden hue of marigold not only beautifies meals but also brings practical nutrients for the eyes and blood sugar. Don't forget to press the notification bell so you are always the first to receive the newest videos on the journey of improving your own health. The stories about herbs have closed, and now it's time to draw a common lesson about what is the greatest value that we can apply to daily life. Through the journey with 6 golden herbs, I believe you have clearly seen that things that seem small, like a cup of tea, a pinch of leaves, or a few petals, can bring a very large difference to eye health and blood sugar. This is not only knowledge but a practical tool for you to be more confident in managing diabetes naturally over 50. However, I want to remind you of a very worrying truth. According to the CDC, there are up to 60% of diabetics over the age of 50 who will experience eye complications if they don't change their diet and lifestyle. That means out of every 10 people, 6 face the risk of losing the clarity of their eyes just because of delays in self-care. It may be that one day you no longer see clearly the faces of loved ones or the numbers on the clock. That's no longer something distant but a reality lurking if you don't start changing. Therefore, don't wait another day. Choose at least one tip in this video to apply today. With perseverance, you will not only see clearer eyes but also hold in your hands the initiative over your own health. Disclaimer: this video is compiled from studies and reliable scientific sources, is for educational and reference purposes only, and does not replace medical diagnosis or treatment. Always consult your doctor or healthcare professional before making any changes.